I'll be a place for you. 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 I'll be a place for you.
Welcome to First for Audio. How you doing? You all right, are you? Oh, that's good, isn't it? Yes. Lovely to see you all. We're going to chill out tonight, listen to some tunes. It's going to be literally Radio 1FA, back-to-back, original tracks. It doesn't look like anybody's joining me tonight. Kafida's not going to be joining me. Charinator hasn't got back to me. And Steve's got an appointment in the morning with Littleton, so he's not going to be able to join us tonight. Everybody say, Little Holden's got an appointment tomorrow, mate. You know, hey, he's probably getting weighed and stuff, you know. See how he's doing, which he's doing perfectly fine, I assure you. You know, isn't that right, Steve?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's, that's the way it is, you know. It's all good. Where are they? There's Steve. There you go. Right, so, what we got here? It's a very quiet night so far. I mean, where is everybody? Is there something going on that I don't know about? You know? Stocktons are lurking and listening. Oh, you and 3 others, mate. It's just you. I don't think TWP's probably not even here. If you are, hi dude, how you doing? And I know Kafida's not here. So I'm alone. I'm all alone. Wow, it just gets quieter and quieter and sadder and sadder. I don't know what to do. Well, it is what it is. So where are we? Let's do this then. And let's share the screen and crack on with some music. Hello, Mairead. How you doing? How great to see you. This is Shutters. That was Shutters, and this is Love Online, CKG, Cathedra Cat Grey.
I never believed in meeting online, thinking the impossible thing was making true connections. I was changed in an instant, in the blink of an eye, with an introduction to the most beautiful soul. I was planning to meet her in the Cedar, California. We fell in love over 5,000 miles away. I was planning to meet her in the Cedar, Cathedra Cat Grey. We fell in love over 5,000 miles away. Cathedra Cat Grey. You couldn't convince me that meeting online would ever amount to anything at all. But I was changed in an instant, in the blink of an eye, with a true connection with the most beautiful soul. I was planning to meet her in the Cedar, California. We fell in love over 5,000 miles away. I was planning to meet her in the Cedar, Cathedra Cat Grey. We fell in love over 5,000 miles away. Cathedra Cat Grey. Convinced to the point of packing all I would need, and making a trip to get down on one knee. I was planning to meet her in the Cedar, Cathedra Cat Grey. She's never wanted too much. She's never asked for anything, not anything at all. But is it asking too much? She's never asked for too much, yet she deserves it all. She's reaching out her heart, crying for the chance to be free. Spread those wings, take flight, get carried away. Spread those wings, take flight, get carried away. Someday she'll have everything, 'cause she never asked for anything, not anything at all. Her life that day defies gravity. She's carried on the breeze. She's reaching out her heart, taking the chance. Spread those wings, take flight, get carried away. Spread those wings, take flight, get carried away. She's reaching out her heart, taking the Spread those wings, take flight, get carried away. Spread those wings, take flight, get carried Get carried, yeah. Next up, it is Take the Gamble, a nice little instrumental from my old collection. Hello D-Rock as well, man. Peace, man. the door. It would be better for us both for sure. Never gonna be a slave to love. You can find someone else that gives up. And can you tell me why you're still here? What's the message that you got not clear? Don't wanna talk about it anymore. It's our time to agree that we disagree. It's out of 10. It's admitting the truth. It's a pointless pursuit. It's out of 10. Have you listened to a word I've said? 'Cause your voice is getting to my head. Can't take this anymore. It's a time to agree that we disagree. It's out of 10. It's admitting the truth. It's a pointless pursuit. It's out of 10. It's out of 10. It's out of 10. It's out of 10.
That was Circuits Blown. That was for Nicole. And this is Second Chances, Day by Day. Hanging AZ, how you doing? Good to see you. Hello, Ghost Law. All right, how you doing, Cat?
It never seems to go the way you planned it. Just like fire and land, you could find a new way. Taking day by day, it never seems to go the way you planned it. Just like fire and land, you could find a new way. Taking day by day. Yeah, second chances, day by day. It's a good track, though. I like that one. Even if I did write it myself, and I do say so myself, because I do. You know, why not? Hey, you gotta like what you do. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, do you reckon? All right, don't laugh at me. Jesus, can't believe that. Can't believe it just laughed at me. This is Long Shot.
Well, all right. Hey. I didn't think you could make it. What's going on? Hello, mate.
Hey, I decided to
Right.
pop in for just a
Well,
few minutes anyway.
Doing music
I'm getting ready to go to
non-stop.
bed here. Apologize for my hair.
No
Yeah,
need to
Holden,
apologise, mate. Hello, Mark,
at
by the way.
4:31 p.m., Holden turned 9 months old. So he's got his
Aw.
9 month checkup tomorrow at the doctor. So we're going to bed early. But I got a picture there that you can show if you want to.
Yeah, hang on a second. Let's move that one.
Hopefully, there he is.
Hey, there he is.
9 months old, and it was hard to even get that one. He was most uncooperative. He wanted to crawl everywhere.
Well, there's a saying, isn't there? Never work with animals or kids.
Yeah, I used to be a
When
professional
it comes to
photographer
photography of
in
any
Las
kind, whether
Vegas,
it's movie
and I
making or
refused to
photography.
work with babies. And
Yeah.
I got an offer to shoot dogs at the Santa Paws event at a pet shop, and I told them nope.
No. Yeah.
And it's hard
not
enough
that,
getting grown adults to do what you want them to do, but babies and animals, no, too much
Exactly.
frustration.
I mean, just
But
arranging people to stand where you want them to is annoying as hell, and everybody seems to get all moody about it. And instead of just, look, this will make a great shot. Trust
Yeah.
us. You know what I mean? And this is the thing with photography, which is artistry. As you're well aware, and you can't convince someone until they see the end result. And they don't see the end result until way after the party's over and stuff. You know what I mean? Weeks later.
Yeah, and I had a whole studio. I had lights and backdrops and
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff, professional gear,
Yeah.
but it was still a struggle. And
Yeah.
a lot of Photoshop and things to do. And there's a lot of work that goes in.
There's
after
a
the
lot
picture's
more
taken.
to it than what people realise. This is the thing. Photography, the arts in general.
Yeah.
When
Same
you're
with writing
creative. I'm
or
talking about
painting.
when you're
You
creative.
never know
not-
when you're finished. And I know you have that same thing with songs sometimes.
That's
You
it.
can always go
It's
back and
exactly
change a little something, tweak a little something, do this, do that.
Yep.
Eventually, you have to say, okay, it's done. I can't.
Yeah, well,
I'm
do you know
just gonna
what?
stop.
I used to have well, not used to. My nickname from one of my friends is Tinkerman. Because I was constantly tinkering. I'd go in there, I'd go and sit down. After doing a bit of a record, he heard hundreds of me records that I've written. And I'd say, that bit's not right. And I'd come back in here and I'd tinker away. And that's what he said. He called me Tinkerman. So, yeah. Good, isn't it? Hello,
Like it any better.
Kafida. I wonder if she's actually
It's
here.
considered there, but not there.
Yeah, she's here but not here. Typically enough. I would have thought. Yeah, there you go. Pointless. Oh no, hang on.
Almost
hang
done
on.
with coffee.
Oh, hello. She's actually there. There she is. Hello, Kafida.
Excuse me.
Hello. Almost
You
done
are
with the coffee.
excused.
Hey, Henry.
Yeah, I'm
Nelson,
here.
Good to see
I can
you.
hear you.
Mark Shed Talk. Hello, Kathina.
Howdy.
Yeah, hello, Mark. I did say hi to Mark.
Hi, Mark.
Whoever else
Howdy
is
to
here?
everybody.
Saw
It's a
John
very
Keller in
quiet
here.
night tonight. Very, very
Hank
quiet.
Daisy, how you doing, buddy? I might accidentally have a video go up on missing persons later. I don't know yet, but
You had several shorts on missing
Yeah,
persons
it's
mysteries
fine.
go up today.
put those out, and wasn't really happy with them, but it is what it is.
Well, there's an hour gone of the show already. I have got a goal up, but I don't expect much today.
Scroll up and
it's-
at the top of the
it's-
chat and click
Yeah,
see goal.
I do have a
So done.
premiere over there at 8 p.m. So
Yeah. So when's that? That's about an hour's time, isn't it?
yeah, an hour and 4 minutes. I wasn't even going to do it tonight, and it's a brand new one too. Strange and unsolved European disappearances. So
Oi,
After
don't
Lee's
start
show,
getting on
go
my
check it
patch,
out.
mate. You stick to your bloody United States, mate.
hey, people go missing in the UK too. I don't remember any UK cases in there. Yeah, there is one. There's an interesting one from Scotland
there's-
about a guy that was trying to get a
Worldwide,
free
there's something like
pint by hiking
600
on the moors or something, and he got lost and had to be rescued.
Worldwide, apparently, there's something like 600 people go missing each year.
There's no discrimination in going missing, except most of the people are of some sort of German descent. That I've heard.
Yeah.
But other than that,
And
No
people
matter.
that are on the autism spectrum, either very, very smart or extremely gifted, talented, people that are athletic tend to go missing more often than people that aren't. But yeah, the
Yeah, it's
Germanic
crazy.
blood, they tend to go missing near boulder fields. There's a lot of strange things in there.
It's a crazy thing. It's a crazy thing, the missing people thing.
I've made a living talking about it, writing about
I
it.
know,
So
mate. I know you have. Yeah, yeah. You've made a
still doing
perfectly,
it.
yeah, perfectly good living as well. You bloody git. There's me, mate. Being creative as you like, writing music and everything, mate. I'll make nothing.
A lot
Zero.
of it's the luck of the draw too. Is if YouTube smiles on you. Of course,
I
I've done
think
really well on Spreaker too.
Spreaker,
So
yeah. Well, that's why I said to you, I want to get into that. I want to start telling
yeah, you need to
stories.
do some storytelling or something. You've got a good voice, and then you can do your own
Oh,
music.
Jelly. I told him that a
Yeah.
couple years ago. He does the voices, and he
Yeah, but that
speaks
doesn't mean
clearly,
to say I'm going to
pleasantly,
put voices into a story. You know, it depends on the story, really. You know, I
and you
think
can
if
do
you're telling
accents, which is a
storybooks,
Yeah,
bonus.
you
I
know,
like those. Didn't know lady voice that you do,
You can
Oh,
do
that's
Scottish
nice,
and
isn't it,
little old
lovely?
ladies.
Hi, my
and the one when you're
darling.
making fun of chair nair.
Yeah,
yeah.
leprechauns. I
Yeah,
mean, you could
yeah.
do cartoons or whatever, anything, narrating books.
You
But
can
the
do
thing is,
that.
I
Hey,
always
there's
wanted to
there's
do
an idea for a
voiceovers,
channel.
cartooning or something like cartoon voiceovers and stuff, because
Yeah,
I have
there's
got
a
plenty
market
of
for that.
different types of
I've
voices
been
in me.
offered voiceover, audiobooks, things, but it's a real pain in the keister to do it and
Yeah,
do it right.
that's the thing for me. For me, I'm very self-dependent. Yeah, do you know what I mean? I don't like to
Yeah,
work for others. You know,
Oh, it'd be
yeah,
fun.
that's
working
me. I
for
like doing
people.
my own instead of sitting in a booth and having somebody. Can you
Yeah,
say it again, but highlight this
yeah,
word or more
yeah. This
inflection?
time,
Like,
can you emphasize the word blah, or can
yeah,
you
just
down
let
that
me read
play
the
like,
script,
yeah.
okay? I know what I'm doing.
Yeah,
For a lot of
exactly.
the book
How about I just
narrations,
read it out how I think it should be? You know, that's the thing.
And
I'd
with
probably
the
be
book
too pushy.
narration, like the audiobooks and stuff, oh my God, they've got a list of stuff
you can
that
pick
have
from what you want. Yeah.
criteria that it has to meet
Lee's very intelligent,
as
but
far as the audio setup.
he reads. He can't read fast,
You
or
have to have
Yeah,
overhead, you have to have
that's my
this, you
problem.
have
I
to
have to
that.
plan it when I do things. I'd have to like learn the script or whatever the bit I'm gonna say, and then
line
say
by
that
line,
bit
man.
like I do with songs. You know, I sing the whole song, and that's from memory. And I'd have to do the same thing, like paragraph by paragraph kind of thing. You know what I mean? Learn it learn it, memorize it, and then blurt it out. Because
What is it? People with
if I
not Tourette's, but there's something else. Like they'll go to talk. If you ask them a question, they'll stutter, and it takes them a minute to get the words out. People that sing music like that, though, they're familiar with the song and they can give it a go and no interruptions at all.
Yeah,
But
the country singer Mel Tillis had a really pronounced stutter, but he could sing like a bird.
yeah,
Never stuttered a word.
you wouldn't
when
even
he
tell. You couldn't even
talked to you.
tell. Yeah.
it's a crazy thing, and it's a crazy thing. The brain works in mad ways. It's like I'm great on some levels, and that's not being big-headed. You know, I'm great on some levels with like creating things, creating music and stuff like that. My artistry's, you know, on a next level kind of thing.
Alden's
But
making faces at me.
when it comes to reading, I can read
Hi,
perfectly
Holden.
fine.
I hear you.
But if I'm reading out loud, it's a lot different. You know what I mean? If I'm reading to people, I feel embarrassed about it, you know, when I'm doing it on the spot. That's why I couldn't read a teleprompter or anything like that. You know?
Hey, Pam, how you doing? I hope you're feeling better. Prayers for you, Pam. Yeah, I used to use a teleprompter, but I had to be able to control it myself because getting that speed just right, it'd be either too fast or too slow, and then I'm trying to rush or I'm trying to drag it out. So I just have a mouse wheel, that I scroll through now. Or I just
And if you're on camera, you're trying not to make it obvious that you're reading from a teleprompter.
yeah, you got to put the
Oh, it's
camera
an
just
art
right,
form.
and the
I'll tell you,
teleprompter
that's
just
an
right,
art,
so
that
that
is.
it looks
The
like you're
people that
looking
can
into the
do that
camera,
are
not
actually,
watching. And if you
yeah,
wear glasses, they can
it
see
reflects.
the teleprompter scrolling by.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's a bit of an art form, that is, reading teleprompter as it's going.
Yeah.
I do admire people that can do that, but like I said, I'm pretty shit when it comes to things like that. Holden, woo!
Yeah.
Sing
You
Holden a
get-
tune. A little jingle. Yay! The Luna tune. I request the Luna tune too.
I want to hear "Pay Me No Mind" or "Pay Me No Attention." Which is it, Lee?
What's that, mate?
"Pay Me No Mind" or "Pay Me No Attention"? That new song you're working on.
You like that, dear?
I love it.
Yep.
Pam, they have those in vape shops and stuff, smoke shops.
Yeah, I don't think I'll play that one today. I don't think it's that. I mean, it's nowhere near finished for a
But
start.
we're looking forward to it. I am anyway. And I speak on behalf.
I
of
haven't
everybody.
worked on it today. The last I worked on it was when? Saturday? Yeah, Saturday.
I was tired the other night, and that was just
No,
putting
Tuesday.
me right to sleep. I loved it.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad. That's cool. It's very simple lyrics, but sometimes simple is right. You know, it depends. on
Simple
the
is
song.
brilliant. A simple
Yeah.
lyric with a hook like that is just beautiful. That's an art. That's an art right there.
It's only ever the hook that ever gets remembered. Like, there's only now, the only time that matters is now. That's the hook, yeah.
Yeah.
Or like, I'll be a place for you. I'll be a place for you. I'll be a place for you. You know, that's what you remember is that. You don't remember the rest of it. Or like,
Thank you, Pam.
Thank you very much, Pam. Thank you. How lovely. Yeah, give your love to me. You know, that's the only bit really you remember.
Don't be so condescending. I like that line. Perfect
Yeah.
usage of that in the song.
Don't be
Just like my
so
sin, man.
condescending.
I love that
Yeah.
part.
Oh, look at this. Look at this now. Look. Oh. It's not cover night tonight, though, Pam. I don't do covers on a Thursday night. It's back to back.
Yeah, and he has a
today.
strict
It's the only day
gene.
I do when it's strictly just my stuff. Very strict on that. But Tuesdays I'll do a little bit of that. I don't mind. And on a Saturday I'll always do covers. I'll see
So
you
tune in
again
Saturday. You've got
on
one
Saturday.
paid for, Pam.
Yeah, you've got
Yep.
one in the bag. You got a song in the bag.
You come Saturday night, he'll do in the ghetto. Be careful.
Throw out
I'll get you.
another
Yeah,
title you might like.
Yeah, like
What
I
you
said,
got there, Lee? You got Just Slipping, Carried Away, Heart Attack, Give Your Love to Me,
There's
There's
a
a
lot of songs
Please.
that you remember
There are
by the
plethora of
hook,
tunes.
which is what you're supposed to get. You know, it's just the calm before the storm.
Hey, Judy.
Someday the clouds will break, so that the sun will shine. You know.
Unplugged version. Good stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna learn that in a different key though, because obviously my voice has actually got deeper over the years. Hello, Judy. How you doing?
Must be all that ranting you've done.
No,
I want to hear you sing Shutters.
it's yeah. Yeah.
Oh, no, that'd be a
I
treat.
played Shutters
Yep.
earlier. Actually, it's the first
You can hum
track.
it.
And Circuits Blown.
Circuit's Blown. That's a great track. That one's really very
Judy
very
Holden's getting
humanoid.
ready for bed, but I did have a picture of him up here earlier. Lee's
Yeah.
got it where I can't put it up there. Here it goes.
Hang on.
Here it goes.
There
9
he
months old today at 4:31 p.m.
is. Fine. Look at you doing the time and everything.
Too stinking cute. Cute.
That's like me though. I know the time, the date, and the year I met
Yeah,
my
well,
wife.
we've got it on a thing on the wall over here. It has the date, the time, the weight, the measurements, where he was born, all that stuff. I think, hang on just a second, I'll bring him up. He's a little fussy, but
Do you know what, let's get rid of that one a minute. Hang on, let's remove that and let's do this.
hang on just 1 second. I'll bring
Then
him on.
there's no confusion.
I wonder if he remembers who got the closest to the time and date and stuff of the birth. I remember that. but I forget who
Here he
might
is.
have won.
9-month old himself.
Oh, there he is. Look, here we
He
go.
automatically goes to the headphones.
Yeah, see, he's on it now, mate. He is on it.
Hello, handsome.
Holden, hey,
there,
cheeky
Holden.
monkey,
Look, you say hi to Lee.
cheeky monkey.
Show him
Look
how
at
you can clap.
you.
Can you
Howdy.
clap?
Hello, mate. Hello,
Ah,
buddy.
He's waving at you. Now he's going to kick the desk over instead. Show him how you can clap. He does it on his own, but yeah, he don't want to clap right now.
Come on, mate. Hey,
You almost did it. You can do it. Come on, clap.
hey, come on, Holden. That's it, mate.
You clap. You clap. Clap for Lee. He's
Come
gonna
on,
play with
buddy.
his pinky.
Come on, you know you want to.
He wants to get the laptop and stuff.
He's like, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm
Lee,
not-
play your clip there of the crowd's hearing.
You hear?
See if you can entice him.
He just wants the headphones.
Start clapping.
You clap? You clap for Lee? Look, see Lee's clapping. He's watching Miss Rachel in the background there.
Yeah, I can hear it in the background there.
She claps and the other do. He's got a grip on there.
Ah, it's great. Right, let's play a track then. Come on then.
I always pull my beard.
Yeah, and let's watch Holden rip your beard off, and we'll play this. Wonder what this one is.
Calm before the storm.
Well, it's one thing to be upset with someone. Yeah, one thing to hold a grudge over one mistake. Oh, one mistake isn't much to make. It's one mistake. And you're sorry, you're so sorry. But it's just the calm before the storm. Someday the cloud will break so that the sun can shine. Lately it's something to be in love with someone. Ain't it shameful when they do the dirty deed? Oh, that's one mistake, a mistake you can't afford to make a big mistake. Now you've blown away the trust. It's just the calm before the storm. Someday the clouds will break so that the sun can shine. find forgiveness in your heart. It's just the calm before the storm. Someday the clouds will break so that the sun can shine. It's just the calm before the storm. Someday the clouds will break so that the sun can shine. It's just the calm before the storm. Someday the clouds will break so that the sun can shine. It's just the calm before the storm. Someday the clouds will break so that the sun.
Long old fade on that one. Back in the days when I used to fade records
The
out.
studio fade. Yeah, a lot of times DJs would play those because they could talk over the fade,
Yeah. But
which was a real
prefer-
pain in the arse when you were trying to record off the radio on the old cassette deck. You know, it's like,
Well, but that's another reason why they did it. Because of recording it. You know, that's why they used to talk over the end of it. You know, especially like on the top 40. You know, because everybody used to do that
Yeah.
on cassette. And then when they've got the top 40 on cassette, mate, it's straight in the... Do you know what? I'd never do that to any of this new stuff, mate. The last time I recorded like the top 40 must have been back in the late 80s.
yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah. As soon as CDs come in as well, it killed that. It killed all that sort of thing. There was something to be said for tape recordings. You know, it was very you know, it's something to be said for analog. You know, the analog sound is it's very rich, you know, and very unpredictable as well. You know?
Yeah,
Because, like, for instance, analog keyboards, you'd be playing away absolutely lovely, and then all of a sudden it'd start waving out of key and coming back in and out. And it gives a mad feeling. It's crazy. You know? Analog keyboards were like having a guitar. You know, guitars go out of key slightly. You know what I mean? So you end up with key mismatches and stuff. But it causes crazy sort of like frequencies, you know, and that's why a lot of records in the old days used to sound so you know, it's hard to put a word to it what they were.
Yeah.
Just not like digital, you know. Digital
digital sounds
it's very
hollow and
regimented.
tinny, where analog is very warm, especially in the bottom
Very
end.
warm. That's it. Yeah, it's a lot warmer. That's a good way of expressing it. Analog is a lot warmer, and yeah, like you say, with digital, it's very precise. The sound is like it's because it's basically
Very
programmed
clinical
sound, isn't it?
sounding, yeah.
It's clinical, yeah, clinical. Now it's great for dance music and stuff. Don't get me wrong. It's great for like instrumentally stuff and that. You know, it's okay for that. It's okay for that, but like, it's not really great for bands, you know. But you know, I struggle on by. You
Yeah.
know? I don't. You know. I mean, I have to use something, and you know, digital is the only thing that there is now. I used to use analog to record because obviously I used to just record almost live straight onto tapes. But you know, since the advantages of the computer, you know, you have to write like that. Every single studio uses that, you know. But it's because I also use digital instruments, you know. That's the other thing. I mean, I have got guitars and stuff, so it does liven it up a little bit. You know what I mean? It does analog it slightly. Just by having the real guitars in it, it analogs it. That's why I got Stag to be in on that, on Newton's Descent, because it analogued it. You know, you put a live guitar in, you know, a rich an actual guitar rather than a sampled guitar, it's just so much better. So much better. I wonder where I got these shots from, Steve.
Let's see. It looks like California.
No, it does, doesn't it? Where's those shots that I got you to download for me?
Oh yeah,
Remember?
I forgot about that.
And I don't know why they're just freezing up all the time. It's absolutely rubbish. Terrible.
Well, it looks like my premiere is starting early over there. I don't know what happened. Something screw with YouTube. I think I set up a redirect, but if it didn't, I'll drop a link. I'm gonna run over there real quick, and then I've got to go make Holden a
Yeah,
bottle.
mate,
and
you go and do what you do. I'm going to play some
But,
music, and Calm Before the Storm title's still on the bloody screen.
I'll see everybody Saturday night. Lee, love you, brother. Love,
Yeah,
peace,
love you
and
too,
chicken
man. You
grease.
take care. Love to Nicole,
Good
and
night, everybody.
kisses for Holden, mate, and I'll speak to you soon.
All right, good night.
This is Just Looking.
She's a girl been searching for the man of her dreams, feeling like there will never be that special someone. Her day-to-day existence always clouded by thoughts of love, where she's longing to be. She pictures the scene from the movie screen. She plays the leading lady, holding on to her lover's hand, watching the sun go down. Just looking for love, just looking for someone, just looking for someone to love, just looking for one thing, just wanting a lifetime with somebody there, somebody, with somebody there, somebody, with somebody there. Somebody, oh, somebody there. A boy she knows from a while ago came back on the scene today. From memory, as she recalled, it ended when he went away. She just so happened to meet him while out in the rain one day, catching each other's eyes, reflected smiles. The rest is history. Just looking for love, just looking for someone, just looking for someone to love, just looking for one thing, just wanting a lifetime
Do 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 do. Just looking for someone. Just looking for someone to love. Just looking for one thing. Just wanting a lifetime. There's my mic. There you are. There it is. That's my studio mic. Yeah, nice one. Anyway, House Arrest up next. Look at the state of me there, look. Ah.
Until you came along. go. I didn't pause, no hesitation, when you opened the bars and you released me. You set the steamer free, and you unleashed me. Now this demon is free.
calamity. Kind of like how this show's going tonight. It's a calamity. No, it's going right. It's going great. Isn't that right, D-Rock? Thanks, mate. Nice one, buddy. So we only need 2 more to do another hour, but we've only got half an hour to do it in. All right. So I'm not forcing nobody's hand. If you can, you do. If you do, you do. If you can't, don't even worry about it. But hey. Let's crack straight on with this. Kafida asked for these records, you know what I mean? As if I wasn't going to play them anyway. This is Your Love. Oh, Kafida.
Your love that pulls me away. admission to what you put me through at any point in time. On hands and knees, it's you I please, something you never do for me. Subservient to wine at every point in time. This day and every day, and every kind of way, I chose to live this life.
Indeed, I am your fool. Yeah, aviation. That guy there, even the footage you saw earlier. Oh, there's my Tedlet. There's my little Ted when he was a pup. I've thrown some extra footage in here tonight as well, by the way. I was on here for quite a while searching through footage. I can't find my gaming stuff though. That's weird. I'll find it. Yeah, that guy's name is Serge, and he used to share his footage with me. I used to have a link to all his stuff, and I was allowed to show whatever I like. Yeah, that all the tricks and stuff with the guy with the flares. That was Serge there, flying in a air show. Crazy stuff. And then all the other ones, even all the landing ones, they're all him because he's a commercial pilot as well. His wife as well. His daughter. Has booked thousands of hours as well on a flight simulator. They've got their own flight simulator, in a room in their house. Yeah, that's original footage. That is from a pal. I used to talk to him until he got off of YouTube. He got fed up with YouTube and the toxicity and the way YouTube treats people. He got fed up with it and left. And I don't blame him. Look at my little Teddo there. Look at him. Look at him as a pup. That's literally the day we bought him, that is. Absolutely beautiful little thing. Kafida, I'm going to bring you in. Yeah, there's more footage to come yet. Yeah, Kafida, you're in with me now.
What's up with the pup?
That's my Teddy. That's
Yeah.
Ted.
Good
That's when we went and bought him. That's the day we bought him. That's it, the person's house where we bought him from.
No, he's a little old man. Bless his heart.
Absolutely beautiful. He's just such a well-tempered dog as well. He's absolutely just amazing dog. He really is. Yeah,
Until you shut him out of the studio.
He's not allowed in here because I can't have his hairs in the instruments. But he stays with me all the time. He's literally.
That's why none are. Go to the bathroom or anything. Oh no, you don't. Not without me, they say. Here I come. I'm coming
He lays
in.
right outside the door. He lays right outside the door. So as soon as I open the door, he gets up and walks away. Yeah.
No question where he's at. He's on your heels somewhere.
Look at him. He's so beautiful.
Is it a Cocker Spaniel mix or what is he?
He's a Springer Spaniel.
Okay.
He's a pure breed. He's actually a pure breed.
Oh yeah, Cocker Spaniel.
There was no papers for him though, which was a shame. But he is.
I know what mine
I
are.
saw the mother. I knew them. We met them. The mother and the father kind of thing. So.
The one that I was going to get papers for was a miniature pincher. He looked like chief, pretty much, except he had a little rusty colored bow tie on his chest. He was cute. We named him Rocky. That dog was crazy. Gosh, he had too much energy. And we couldn't potty train him. We said, we heard, put them in a kennel at night. They won't go where they sleep. Oh, I beg to differ. We put him outside for 2 hours, come in, right to the paper. I'm like, what is wrong with you? You're backwards. He got loose one day. He got run over. We finally gave him to some man in the country. I think he done okay for a while. Heard he ran off, but I pretend I didn't hear that part. So I don't know if
got
that
them
was true or
cartoon
not.
puppy eyes. You're right, the Levian. Yeah. Hello, anyway. By the way, how are you?
Kind of like
Good to see you.
Sylvester Stallone. My mom says he's got puppy dog eyes.
Yeah, he's just a beautiful, beautiful animal. And the thing is, as well, he was really, I mean, say to train, he learned very, very quickly, super quick.
How old was he there? Oh,
And
that's
there he is more. That's how he looks more now.
Oh,
His
he's
hair's a bit
shy.
longer at the moment, but
Camera.
that was just after he had a haircut. So yeah.
Oh,
And
George
but-
Darrow, good style. Did you give him orders, get a haircut, and get a real job?
Yeah, well, I cut his hair. It takes me about an hour and a half to cut his hair, you know. But I don't just. It's not just a case of shaving it kind of thing. With the clippers, you actually have to, style it and stuff. You can't just buzz it over because it doesn't work like that. But
It's got a
yeah.
natural wave to it. Mine are maintenance free, just
Well,
wash and go. They
yeah.
should, of course.
Yeah, well, Ted's not like that because they're generally a long-haired dog, but because he's a lot of the time indoors, there's no need for him to have all that hair. It's not like we shove him out in the cold or.
They
So-
also look kind of like the president's dog, the water something. That it was a black dog.
No idea. No idea.
Some kind of water.
Don't know. So I thought you said you fixed the background anyway. Let's have a look.
Oh, here, look at it. Cool. Does it say that? It's supposed to say First Floor Audio Live. Oh, look, there it is.
Oh yeah, it does. It's because you're in the way. Or you're
Look.
not in the picture. Or you are in the picture, but you're not in the picture correctly. Oh, that's why. Because there's something in the background that's showing. Because it's there. That's it. There you go.
Well, I had to cover the camera.
Oh, well done. That's good.
I
It's
remember
above,
the
it's above your
seats.
bed, is it? That's a bit naughty, isn't it? Inviting me into the bedroom, Oh, I see.
Hey,
how it
rock
is.
stars, they party hard and rap hard, sing hard, perform hard.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah, I perform
may need a
hard,
nap.
all right.
Well,
There's
I
no
was
good
trying to.
performing soft.
There'll be none of that.
There'll be none of that, sir. I don't do things like that. I'm a very innocent man, me. I've only got 4 kids.
Oh my!
All right, one's one step, but it doesn't matter. I'm still very responsible.
They're quadruplets.
Anyway, let's play this. This is Nightmares.
I'm kidding. Yay! Good one.
Restlessly turning, waking in a cold sweat. Still believing that I'm back, and the beast is tracking me down. Can you take away my nightmares? I don't wanna see them in my head again. Can you take away my nightmares? hopelessly running, but getting nowhere. Still believing that I'm bad, anxiety building, and I can't escape. Can you take away my nightmares? I don't wanna see them in my head again. Can you take away my nightmares? Can you take away my nightmares? I don't wanna see them in my head again. Can you take away my nightmares? Can you take away my nightmares? I don't wanna see them in my head again. Can you take away my nightmares?
instrumental time, isn't it, eh? And there's no good adding more songs to the bloody list, Kafida Cat Grey.
There could have
Okay?
been a show called Jetting Off about, kind of
and
like
that-
Wings or something about airport
but
humor
obviously
and
that,
such.
that's like I imagined it like an airplane taking off, you know. But anyway, In Touch With Me is the name of the track, not In Touch.
That could have been the theme song.
Okay, all right. So next time, get it right, right? Don't jet off. Well, I am just about to actually. Literally, we've got like 5 minutes. I mean, there'll be no more. There'll be no more.
Go for gold, go for gold.
No more music now. I mean, you got 5 minutes. There's no way we're going to make the last two goals.
T minus
now.
2 minutes.
So, listen. Hey, Kafida, you could have come and spent time a little bit on camera for me, but no, you don't worry about it. You know, you get a nice background and you still don't use it. So, what's the point of having a bloody background if you're not going to use it, eh? Yeah, can't answer that one, can you? No. No. Listen, never ever think it's an obligation, right? It's just there to try and encourage an extra hour. If not, it's lovely if you can, and it's, and if you can't, you can't. It's not a thing to make you feel guilty at all. It's just there if you can. YouTube give us these tools. I put it up there. I try to make the most out of it. I set it at the lowest denominator possible, and if I make it, I'll make it, and I'll do an extra hour, which then, I get 1 hour less sleep, because I'm up at 7 a.m. in the morning, so sometimes I don't mind if I end the show earlier, But it is what it is anyway. If you can give, you can give, If you can't, you can't. It's just the way it is, isn't it? I live on the breadline, but, like, solidly on the breadline, where my wife's disabled, and I'm semi-disabled. We just, we get by, you know what I mean? So every little, especially towards like electric and the renting of everything, certain things, our housing and stuff. It's all you know what it's like. Everybody knows what cost of living is these days. And in England, it's completely ridiculous at the moment, especially energy bills, just ridiculous. And I mean ridiculous, 3 times what they normally were, since the COFLID thing,
Like $30 a day, roughly.
Since the pandemic, it's we struggle. We struggle like how we don't. There's a lot of things we don't have anymore, and we don't get anymore, and we don't do anymore, because we just can't afford to. That's not me pleading poverty. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is.
That explains a little bit. Nothing there.
It can't be helped, can it? It is the way it is. Anyway, so Kafida.
When are you going to work on Project Purple more?
Yeah, Kafida, say your
Yes.
bit, mate. Say your bit. Come on.
When are you going to work on Project Purple more?
Project Purple.
Yes. It's Kent. Alien stuff, subject matter.
Oh yeah, no. Project Bandwagon, you mean?
Well, I'll call it Project Purple.
Well, Project Purple Bandwagon.
Okay, I like it. I like it a lot. That'll do.
But well,
Oh my
the thing
goodness, you
is,
two.
the thing is,
Stop that.
I need finances to be able to achieve some of the things I want to achieve for that video. It's not something that's going to be just easy to throw together. It's not something
You don't
that
want to
can be
enlist with the
just-
help of AI. You want to do actual
No,
acting and
no,
such.
I
Yeah.
have to. No, it has to. I want to be in it, kind of thing. It has to be. It has to be authentic. Do you know what I mean? It can't be. You can't cheapen it down. It has to be right. It's the only video I want to do that's done properly, because the story's right for it. And that's the only song I want to do it to, because that's the only song I had in my mind for it. The whole thing, it all came together at once as an idea and as a song. So, that's why, I play the song, and it has this video that Chris did.
Yeah.
But this isn't by any means right. This is just some stuff she threw together for me, to put on there. This is not the video. It's just just a bunch of imagery, you know, whereas what I want to do is an actual video story kind of thing, you know. But anyway, let's say goodnight.
Good for you, Kaylee. If you need it, go for it, honey. No shame in that. You're hungry, you're hungry. Hey, can't help it. Others can help you. Take the help. Don't be shy.
Yeah,
going
I don't do that. I, you know, it's a struggle for me to even put it and ask for.
I know you won't.
$2.
Yeah, I know you won't.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't go asking. It's like I've been offered money and funding from people.
Yeah,
and
you
I
don't.
just, there's
Least
certain
these are-
amounts I won't do. I don't mind donations like that. That's fine, but I don't ask. Not like generally ask. You know, with my hand out saying, you know. Not in those terms, anyway. You know, and when I'm offered, I generally turn it down because it's not that; it's the repayments. You know, as well. I'd feel.
Man,
guilty
yeah,
taking
there's so much
something
food waste. I mean,
Yeah,
like if certain hamburger buns or hot dog buns doesn't look pretty enough, or a pepper's got a little scar, or where once grew into it, just indented it.
We
It's
have
not
to go to
gouged.
we go
throw it
to
away.
food banks. We go to charity stuff, and we have, you know.
Well-
I'm not shy. We're not shy for that.
Oh,
You know,
I
that
didn't know
sort of
that you
thing.
went. Okay,
No, my wife, she goes to the, you know, to a
Okay.
church, and she
that's
gets
what I
some
said. I
stuff.
didn't know you
And-
went.
And there's another place that does it as well. But there's actually 2 churches she goes to, and
Good night, butterfly girl.
night, yeah. Yeah, yeah. No, we get by and stuff. You know, don't get me wrong. We're not.
Yeah, I mean,
We're
yeah.
on the bread line. You know what I mean? We live to our means. We don't try and live above our means or anything like that. We just live to our means, and you know, survival. You know what it's like. Most people
Make
know
the
what it's
most of
like.
what you got.
Make the most of what we've got. Yeah, I'm very appreciative of what I've got. You know, I mean, thing is, when people look around my studio and stuff, and they see all this money's worth, because if you calculate everything that I've got in here, it looks like I've got lots of money, right? And people are misconstrued. What they don't realise is all of it I've got on like the never, what we call the never sort of thing. You know, you get it on loan and you pay payments for it.
Rent
you
to
know
own.
what it's like. You know, you
Now,
can't
like
always
some
do
of
that
it was
with music. Like with
a
musical
birthday
instruments,
gift too.
you can't do that. There is no company that does payment schemes, right? So I have to find somewhere else to get like the financing to be able to pay it off. That's why I couldn't get a mixer last time. I had to ask the followers to help me buy a new mixer, because if I didn't have the mixer,
Hey, and you tried
I can't
everything
even do
out.
a
You
show.
made a promote the show.
Yeah.
We're anxious and
literally-
excited as you.
If that mixing desk goes, I've got no backup. I used to have a backup, and the backup I was using whilst I asked for help. Yeah.
The one keyboard was a gift from
Yeah.
the old lady, the
the
lovely
pia-
lass, in your
piano-
computer chair.
The
So,
piano
yeah,
was
She found ways to help out too.
yep. There was
Pinch a little here, pinch a little there. All adds up.
and this
Artifacts.
piano is so much superior to my old one as well. Even Bailey says that.
I can't wait to see you play those drums. Hear you play those drums one day, maybe.
Yeah, I've been promising Bailey that I'll teach him. I need to make room in here. The thing is, there's no bloody room, because I've got so much stuff in here now. The studio's just grown in things. You know what I mean? So, and the drum kit takes up a hell of a lot of room, and it leaves me little room to stand and play guitar and stuff like that. So it is awkward, because it's a very big kit. You know, it's the old school kind of kit. You know, it's very cheap kit. It's not a good kit. You know, because I'm not a drummer. Yes, I can play the drums, and I've got a drum kit to bash out, but I am not. Same as I say, I'm not a pianist. I'm not a guitarist. I'm not
musician.
a drummer. I'm a multi-musicianalist, but
Multi-talented music.
I am a self-taught musician. You know what I mean? And I don't and can't read music. It's all play by ear, learn by ear, and trial and error. You know. So anyway, Kafida, can you please say goodbye, because it's 5 past now?
Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, 5 Central, 6 Eastern, 11 GMT. Join us on First Floor Audio. We will perform for you. Song covers Saturdays, songs from the mothership. Tuesdays is chill and chat. Today we're here. We know what Thursdays are. So
There we
regional,
go.
uh,
So,
radio 1FA,
so,
back-to-back
please
original
come back
track.
and leave me a comment, guys. I get very,
Yeah.
very few comments, and they really do help
They
me try
help.
and grow, even though YouTube is stopping me from growing because I just keep going from 1,500, 1,262 back to 5.8, and then back to 62.
It's just
and
another
then back
step
to
to tell
5.8,
YouTube,
and back
hey,
to
people are
62.
watching this. They're
And it's been
engaging, they're
and
commenting.
it's been doing that since Christmas, since they took 200 subscribers from me. YouTube are definitely pissing around with my channel. They're the saddest bunch of twats I can ever think of. But and their algorithm.
Now, if I said that,
fucking
that'd be
sucks.
just,
Yeah,
just
there's my language.
that'd be
for it.
vulgar. I said it the way
Yeah,
we say
I can
that.
be much more vulgar than that to them because I think they're a bunch of absolute assholes. But you know, so because they don't like people's opinions. That's what it is. They don't like
Yeah.
an opinion that's not theirs. If it's not their blue-haired opinion, they don't like you. So they set their algorithm onto you, so that your show looks like you're getting out there. But the only people that know I'm there are the people that literally make the effort to come over to it.
Comment anything. Just say hi. Emojis alone? No.
Yeah,
Words,
no
letters, numbers.
Well, you can have emojis, but at the end
Oh,
of
with
written
the words, yeah.
because written words is the only thing that gets noticed. Anyway,
Drop a
stop this
recipe.
malarkey. Let's crack
Drop
on.
a favorite movie, a favorite song, whatever. Just
Yeah,
say something.
yeah. Right, Kafida, I'm dropping you out. Say ta-ta, wave
Okay.
ta-ta, wave
Love you
ta-ta.
guys. See you later.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining me tonight. Thanks to the moderators. Thank you very much to our beautiful, wonderful members who help tick the show over. And thank you very much for all the kind donations tonight and all the lurkers. Thank you very much. Please hit that like button. Please share me out there because YouTube doesn't. And hit that like button. Thanks very much. And as I always say, live in the moment because the only time that matters is now. There's only now. See you later, guys. Peace and love.
Wait till tomorrow. Though tomorrow the only time that matters is now.